Welcome to Magic Mike's, the place to go to get the news and information you can use, as well as get some information that is utter nonsense, but will bring a smile to your face. Why? Because that's what we do. Ladies and gentlemen, Magic Mike's starts now.
Magic Mike's.
Hey, everybody.
I'd hit record now. Well, go say it, Miss Jenny.
No, I don't know at all. That's the only part I remember.
Is the hey?
Hey, everybody.
Oh my God. Yeah, hey everybody, how y'all doing? And welcome to another episode of Magic Mike's. We are all here today.
Yay!
Yeah, everybody's feeling well, everybody's doing well. So we're gonna go ahead and take a moment, go around and introduce ourselves like we're supposed to.
My name is Malika.
I'm April.
I'm Jennifer.
And I am Chris. And again, this is Magic Mike's. So if you enjoy our podcast, make sure you like and subscribe. And now you have a QR code that you can scan to go to our page and subscribe. So we're getting up there. So we're trying to do our best to get it to where we're easy to access. Because apparently trying to find us is, I guess, sort of hard to find for some people, but we're making it easy. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. So, who wants to go first? Oh, goodness.
I'm so glad April's back.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just like she never left. No, actually, you've been on the road the past couple of days.
Yeah,
She was doing good.
I was doing good. Now I got to start from scratch again. I'm so sorry.
All right, well, that's all right. Okay, so me and Miss Malika, we kind of had a
Knockdown, drag out.
No, it wasn't one of them. It didn't get to that point because it didn't necessarily involve us.
Lord,
It was
here we
just,
go.
It was just our option. So on the previous podcast, we talked about dating etiquette. All right,
Yes.
if somebody invites who pays, and so forth. And
Yes.
so on. This time we're going to talk about what is it like to be invited to a event or a party or a get together, something like that.
Okay.
So my question is, if someone invites you to a party, are you expected to bring a dish?
No, because you're inviting me to a party. Why am I bringing a dish unless you ask me to bring a dish?
Okay. All right, what do y'all think?
You got to ask me.
Okay, otherwise you're going to go to the party because you was invited,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
What about you, Ms.
I'm
Jenny?
probably going to ask. I'm probably going to ask them, like, do we need to bring, or like, are you supposed to bring anything? And then if it's like, well, yeah, but I just said I signed up for like the wine or whatever. Okay, I don't need to help out with that. You can handle that. But like if he said, yeah, we need to bring a dish, I might be nice and be like, oh, okay. Or were you thinking of something, or do you want my help?
Okay. See, that's what I would have came in and said. Is there anything that I could do? So all of us kind of hit somewhere in the same area. We just kind of had a difference of how we're putting it. All right. So, but bottom line, unless we know for a fact we're bringing ourselves.
Yeah, but if this is like a first date,
Well, this
I'm
isn't
not
even a
asking.
All
date.
party.
This isn't even a date. It's like, just
I've just been invited to your house.
you just been
Yes.
invited. No, I mean, it can only have to be like a date. It could just be like a friend or something like that.
Okay, so not even romantic, just somebody's
No, so
invited
just
me out. Oh
somebody
yeah, I'm
invited
definitely
you to their
asking what I can bring.
Okay.
Like,
So-
what do you need me to do? Yeah.
Okay, so you'll
I'm
ask
there.
what you can bring. I'll pretty much ask what I can do because 9 times out of 10, I'm doing something.
Yeah.
All right, so
He doesn't ask. I just say, hey, baby.
yeah, that's right. You just put you and Miss Ruby.
But
just
we
put
not
me
like,
up under
okay,
the bus.
so game night, I asked.
Yes.
I said, y'all invited me. Y'all did not even mention me bringing anything, but I did ask. I
Yes.
said, hey, do I need to bring anything? And y'all were like, hey, if you want to, we got everything covered, but if you want to bring desserts. And I was like, perfect.
Yeah.
Got
And
it.
so April said, everybody bring something.
Okay,
Yeah.
so in a sense, everybody is displaying the right kind of etiquette. Some are just a little bit more polite than the others. Now let me ask you this. If someone invites you to a party at a restaurant, are you expecting yourself to pay?
I say yes.
Yes.
I expected to pay.
How is y'all feel that? I'm the only person that feels like no.
And the crazy thing is he feels like no, but we're about to have a party for our chick, and he didn't say we're going to pay for everybody.
Now, if we were all above the pay grade, like,
Yes.
then yeah, I expect you to like invite me to
Yes,
freaking
if
dinner and
we
you're
live
paying.
in life way
But we're not
up
in that pay grade. Like, we're all, you know. I mean, maybe some of us are, but some of us are not. So.
I get that, but look, let's just say I'm having a get together and I'm gonna have it at Ruth Chris. All right,
Yeah.
it's my place of choice. So, and I can't really, but I'm inviting you to come to it.
And I'm have money for me to buy what I want.
Okay,
Yeah.
but
Now, if somebody's like, "Oh, I got you," then I'm like, "Cool," but I had the money just in case they ain't got it.
okay, so you guys are expected to pay.
Yeah,
You
I'm-
expect yourselves to pay.
Yeah,
If I'm not going with a man,
Jennifer.
Yeah.
yeah,
yeah, then I'm paying. But like, if I'm going to the event with my boyfriend, he's paying.
Yeah.
yes.
I don't understand how
She is absolutely
I am
correct.
Yes.
not understanding
Yes.
how that is different. Because the reason why I'm saying is if I'm having a party at Ruth Chris, which we all know is expensive.
I do not
And
know.
Ruth Chris is expensive.
Very expensive. Well,
But
Never
I'm
done that.
inviting
Never.
you to come there and I'm not knowing your money situation.
I ain't got it.
Then you just say I can't go.
I'm not going if I can't pay for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and you tell me the place. I'm gonna look it up. Like, all right, I'm gonna know exactly what I'm gonna get because I know how much it's gonna cost.
That's it.
I don't understand
But the crazy thing, I don't understand why you don't understand. We're planning a party for Nyla at Rays on the River. And we
Y'all
didn't
are
ask,
paying for my dinner? What?
obviously, because he thinking that's what that's what we're supposed to do.
No,
Why are we arguing?
no,
I think
what
that's
I'm-
a great idea. No, I'm just kidding.
No, what I'm saying is that if I'm having a party somewhere and I'm having it wherever, I mean, I don't see what's the difference between me having a party at a restaurant and the etiquette is not same as if I'm having a party at my house.
Because at my house, I've already designed or planned or made out my menu that I can afford myself.
More than likely, you're bringing something.
Yeah.
More than likely, like when I had something, I was like planning on buying everything, but people kept asking, "What can I bring?" Hey, come on, you can bring this. You can bring this.
But I mean,
thank
like,
you for
you
the
gotta
help.
think they're bringing something for you to eat, so it's almost equivalent for them paying their meal at a restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing about it is that you don't have to. If you choose to bring something, I mean, that's different. But it's not like if I say, hey, I want you to come to my party, but can you bring a dish?
Now, it's different on what your event is. Like, if your event is a wedding, yeah, then I expect you to
Yes.
feed me. If your event is a shower, yes, I expect you to feed me. If your event is
A birthday party.
your birthday party, it's different on where it's held. If it's held at a restaurant, then I'm expecting to pay for myself. If it's held at, like, the neighborhood, I don't know, building,
yeah.
then
That's
no, that's totally different. You're gonna have it
Catered or
catered, or
somebody's
you're
cooking.
your family's bringing food. Whatever you're doing, you're handling that. It depends. But if it is at a restaurant, then I'm 100% committed and ready, not only to pay for me, but I'm probably gonna pay for you as well.
Yeah. I mean, I had my birthday, one of my birthdays at Longhorns, and
You got your meal paid for,
got
didn't
my
you?
meal paid for. But nobody wouldn't expect for me to pay everybody.
Right.
I got everybody.
No.
yeah. That's just not the financial world we live in.
Yeah.
It's not, but I'm talking about the actual proper etiquette about how you do it. Of course, we all have our ways of how we're gonna do it, but I'm talking about the actual etiquette behind it.
I think because you are a man and you are expected to pay for us, so I think that's what you're.
I guess.
Going off
But
of-
but like I said, are you expecting to pay for everybody's dinner at Nyla's birthday?
Okay.
No,
If you say, hey guys, Friday night, I want us to go out dancing and clubbing at the bar. You have planned that event. This is your event.
right?
Are you paying for everyone's drinks all night long? No.
If I say I am planning a get together at Ruth Chris, you still expect yourselves to pay.
Yes.
Even though I planned it, you still
Right.
expect to pay for your own food.
Yes.
I'm gonna have my money.
And I'm
Y'all
probably
some
going to
good
pay
women.
for yours too. So if you want to pick
'Cause it's-
Ruth Chris, go ahead.
Because it's saying if it's your birthday, then people are gonna pitch in and make sure you didn't have to
Yeah.
pay for your meal.
I know, but it's just that how can I invite you guys to come to an event that I'm throwing and I don't know none of your financial situation?
Then you host it at your house or you host it somewhere that is not a restaurant if you want to be financially responsible for it.
But that's what I'm saying. If I'm holding something at a specific place, doesn't that make me financially responsible?
No.
I don't get this.
It's a man. I think it's just a man
Yeah,
thing.
somewhere is a disconnect, and I don't understand.
Because we're not there for you to pay for our meal.
We're there to hang
for
out
the
with you.
company
Yeah.
and to see you and celebrate whatever it is. And in celebration, I don't want you having to even worry about the finance part of it. I want you to be happy and in your little celebration bubble.
If you're gonna pay for somebody for Nala's thing, then it probably should be the kids that her age because they probably ain't got it like.
Where'd that come from?
See, yeah,
If you're gonna pay, like
Yeah.
her little
little
main
college
circle,
crew or young adult
her
crew.
main circle
Yeah.
of friends, you should pay for them. But like, our family's kind of big. You shouldn't pay for all of them. But her main little college friend circle, maybe just them. But other people,
And that should be like your gift, one of your gifts to her, and then pay for Malika, of course. I'll pay for Nala because that could be my gift to her or whatever. Because I don't know what to get her. And so let me do that. You can get her something else. You paid for her friends. That's her gift. You're coming. That's your gift.
yeah.
So
And that's all she wants is just to hang out. That's
And then
why.
I'm taking her for a blowjob shot
You
and
said blowjob shot.
she sure
bar
did.
dancing.
Oh,
Hey,
'cause she's
Sure did.
21.
that's what I got on my 21st birthday.
I don't
I
My
know.
did a
21st
blowjob
birthday
shot.
was horrible.
Have you
can't
never
even
done a
remember.
blowjob shot?
No,
What
but
is
my 21st
Yeah.
birthday was not
Yeah.
fun.
Well, I'm the only one that's lived around here.
I mean, look,
I've been the
to
grown-up
say
forever.
to say a blowjob shot, I can only think of one thing. But you explain to me what you're talking
Hey,
about.
that was after the fish bowl that had the alligator in it.
Oh wow, that sounds like a lot of alcohol.
Yeah, it was a good time. Didn't even throw up. Woo, champ. So a blowjob shot is the bartender. I don't even know what was in the shot. It was like blue. I don't know. Maybe that was like blue
pretty.
balls. I don't know. But anyway, he opens up his fly and he sticks the shot down
What? No. I
Yeah,
don't-
y'all gonna have Nala doing that, huh?
no.
with the lid, like the lid's sticking out. Like, you know, it's not like down and like, like I didn't see any skin or nothing.
Yeah.
I don't even know if he had worn underwear. I wasn't looking. I was focused on my mission.
Drink the drink.
I had to get the drink. So anyway, he stands on the bar or whatever,
Sound
on
like I
his
need to find
knees
a
or whatever,
babysitter.
grabs the back of your head,
Yeah, I
pulls
don't
it
wanna
to
see
him.
that. I'm
You
a
grab the shot.
That's
throw it
no.
back.
That's her and her
You
friends.
can't use your hands. You throw
No,
it
man.
back,
I don't want nothing to do with no blowjob.
and that's
shot.
it.
I don't want to see that.
Now, is this something
look.
only women do?
It was bought for me.
Yeah, I was like,
It
but
was
that's you
bought
and your
for me. It
friends.
was a present. It
Yeah.
was my sorority sister.
See?
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
what do you
different.
Yeah.
expect?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
So
can
it-
totally see it. For
So is this a fun thing that only the women do?
I ain't done it.
I don't know.
Okay, 'cause it's. I mean,
I used to do body shots. Nobody did body shots?
No, man.
no, I didn't start
My
drinking
God.
until like my 40s.
I didn't. Well, let's see.
I remember glamour shot.
Glamour shots.
Like, I went, like, I won't say hard because I would never, like, blackout, blah, 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 blah. But I mean, like, the first 2 years of college, like, I experimented it heavily because I was such a good girl. And I was like, freedom, da, da, da.
Experimented heavily.
Just
She
in
had it-
alcohol.
Okay.
Just in alcohol and sex. But, but not with women, sadly.
Didn't try that part, huh?
I don't even know what the big is.
But so, like, you know.
But my
I kinda did
mom,
that,
she
but-
was a partier. She used to drink. Miss Ruby.
Boy, them Sadie Hawkins dances was some serious. What to be
Hey,
rude.
Miss Ruby, we going out one night, girl.
Mommy was a clubber.
One night, it was years before I touched anything up. If I smelled it.
Oh, same way with tequila. My knees start burning again from the rug burns, and I just start getting nauseous. And I'm like, I can't do it. I can't do
We
it.
got so sick one night. We were playing Tunk. And whoever lost had to drink for 30 seconds straight.
Oh,
How do you play tunk?
It's
Oh,
a
it's a
card,
card
game.
game.
Yeah.
I've never. I don't think I learned that game. I barely learned spades in high
Oh,
school.
my God.
I'm trying to think what we played. Like trash. I don't know. There were like a couple of drinking games, but I don't know. I think we were just college kids, so we didn't even need a game. We were just drinking.
Play slapjack.
We had all different kinds of wine.
Oh.
Real full. Boom Farm. And so we just.
I wish I had a bottle of Ripple. I
I was
really
like,
do
somebody's
wish.
pawpaw.
No, I mean that was Fred Sanford's one of his favorite drink.
What is Ripple?
Do you? if
Some
you,
old person's drink, I guess. That's what I gathered.
what it was, Ripple was a cheap alcohol, but it was very high in alcohol.
It's like
back
a
in
Mad
the day.
Dog.
Like a
2020.
151.
Is that what it's like?
It's like a Mad Dog.
Okay, so there you go.
Ugh.
But you know,
I burn your esophagus.
I just wish.
You ain't seen the TikToks where these young kids are like
I
buying
just-
the Mad Dog and it's like, what's so good about this? And they drank it, and it's like,
And apparently, alcohol binging isn't on my For You page. What does that mean? No, I'm just kidding.
well, first of all, my grandmama was a bootlegger, so
What?
Bootlegger?
yeah.
Sweet. That's good.
I didn't know
Did
that.
she pass on her recipe?
Not Granny.
Not my
No.
daddy's
Do we have the
mom.
recipe?
Oh,
My daddy's
I
mom
can have
was
some
a bootlegger.
slick corn liquor.
Yes.
oh my God.
Because you know that's when you couldn't buy alcohol on Sunday, so she had a house full all the time on
Okay,
Sunday.
so where's the recipes? Do we have them?
She wants the recipes.
I don't know.
My dad
She
could
didn't-
build a distillery. Like, he's still good. He's a physics and a chemist. We got this shit. Like, come on. This is our side hustle, April. This is the money.
The money.
My pop, they still get moonshine because they're like they
See?
go to
That
Alabama.
moonshine.
Yeah, but you know they got all kind of names for it. They got it used the oldest one I remember was the stuff called Wagon Wheel, and it was like
We gonna name
it
our
looks
shit
like
up.
orange juice.
Is that what that song's about? Rock me, baby, like a wagon wheel.
Probably.
Like, oh,
'Cause
and that
I'll
throws you
never
off
forget.
like you're drunk off your rocker?
I will
Could
never
be.
forget my cousin thought it was orange juice and she drunk like a whole bottle of it.
Because
And-
sometimes some of
and
it's
it
like
was
so.
like-
And
It
you
was
just
powerful.
sat back and watched the show.
No, I didn't realize that's what she was drinking until somebody said it. And it made her drunk like instantly. Like there was no, oh, I'm feeling it. It was one of from here, from up to down. And we were leaving from the spot that we were, it was like on a farm or something. And we were going down the road in Alabama. I want to say this was close to Eufaula, Alabama. And the car kept pulling over. And every time the car pulled
She
over, she
was
was throwing up.
driving?
No, no,
Oh,
no,
I
no,
was
no, no.
like,
Somebody
oh
else was
my
driving.
God.
But they were trying to make. She was like
Throwing up.
throwing up.
Yeah, and she just kept throwing up. Like she like threw up like 12
That's the
times.
worst.
And then my mom said she like, you got it all out your system? She was like, yeah, I think so. So she got in the car with my mom and just threw up all over my mom's car, and she was pissed.
Oh, yeah.
I remember that clear as day. It
That's
was
what you
horrible.
did to Donna.
You wagging with me?
I did that to Donna?
No, she did it to herself.
Where were we at? When
It was
was
her birthday.
this? The one where we painted owls?
Yes.
That was where I made the, what was it? The chocolate martinis?
Yes.
Is that what she wanted? Chocolate? Was it chocolate
Whatever
martinis?
she was drinking.
Oh,
Coffee
that's-
She-
martinis?
She
why would
threw
you
up
drink
in
a
him-
coffee martini?
She threw
That
up
sounds-
in,
Espresso.
Like,
terrible to
Espresso
drink.
martinis. That's what
Yeah,
it was.
like
and she threw up in Emma's car. And Emma had just got in the car.
A
Look.
coffee martini sounded like it would just confuse your
Y'all,
whole system.
you
Yeah.
just told me to make, like, this is what she wanted. I was not responsible of watching how much she imbibed. It was for everyone. Now, look, I wasn't on imbibing duty. That was somebody else.
She was having a good time. She
I was
enjoyed
working
it.
on my owl. I was painting. That thing
I was just
took
told
me
to
2.5
make the drink. I
hours.
made the drink
And paint an owl. That's what I was told to do. Bring drinks, paint an owl. We all painted owls.
Yes. And she said the
That
next
sounds like
day
y'all
or
are
two,
a good
she was
fun.
she was done. She was like, my head hurt. I couldn't move.
Hey, not my fault. Hey, I had Kenny Quarter on 4x4 too. I mixed moonshine
drink with
and
Nah.
a vodka. A vodka, vanilla vodka and a moonshine together. I mixed for him.
Oh
and,
wow, that sounds dangerous.
He was puking.
You trying to make a
my
campfire with water with
Well,
that.
see, the problem is I take that my Adderall medicine, my Vyvanse. It burns off. You can look it up. It's it burns off the alcohol.
Oh, so
So you would never drink.
So I can go toe to toe. Like I'm like, you want to play? You want to play? Let's play.
They're like, oh,
they're
you're,
like
you're
Tiny
so
Tot.
small.
Tiny
You
Tot.
can't hold your lungs.
That's right. They're like Tiny Tot can't you hold it? We got her. We'll be beating her on the table. I mean, you should have seen me in college. I was like whole frat. I'm like next, and they're all on the floor. And I'm like, I might be slaying, and I'm like next. I'm ready. I'm ready. It's a miracle. Didn't
I
die.
wonder if that's the medicine that they was giving the Asian guy on that movie Revenge of the Nerds. Remember when they was on the tricycle thing and he kept taking this pill that actually was countering the alcohol because they had to ride around on this track on the
I don't
tricycle.
remember the pill part.
Yeah, they kept riding around the tricycle, and every time they would stop, they would have to chug a beer. And they just kept doing it. They kept doing it, but the little Asian guy won because he had a pill he kept taking that was absorbing the alcohol. So
Probably wasn't that because you can't take it that many times.
oh well,
It was some pill, but it probably
it
wasn't
was something.
like her pill.
but
Yeah.
but as far as now, I can actually get my hands on some moonshine, the clear kind, because I can get that from
It
my
feels
phone.
like it's gonna.
Why
burn.
would we
It's-
want
I
that?
don't even know.
Have you,
Well-
like it's not that. Like I'm sorry. Like I just don't find it flavorful.
I don't
Not-
know.
it's not
anything.
pleasing to my palate.
I gotta ask my.
If it's not fruity, I'm not drinking
Well,
it.
you can make
She's
it,
not
use
drinking
it as a
it.
fruit.
It's rubbing alcohol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Well, they got the one down there that they drink in Columbus. It's called Goon, and it's another one down there called Mustache Clown. So
Well, I mean, I'm not no pussy, so I mean, I'm saying if you want to bring some, I'll try it.
I'll bring a little. I'll ask them for a little small amount because that's.
But I mean, you're doing it with me.
Oh my
There you
God.
go. Because I'm
I mean, I'm not gonna be the only one tossing
How
up.
come your coworker can't drink with you?
She's not drinking. She don't like to drink.
We'll just put some fruit punch, some Hawaiian
No,
punch.
it's got to
some
be a
on.
lot. I can't smell it. I can't. It's got to
She's
be.
gonna get like a thimbleful of moonshine and like a whole 40 of
Fruit juice or something.
yeah. Defeats the purpose.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
April, you taking it?
Yeah, I'll take it.
See, look.
All right,
okay.
I will bring it. I
Bring
will
it.
ask my folks for, and it's they have a big jug of it too. I don't know. I think they get it from Alabama, but like they will have a jug of it. And they would like if my mom have
It's
a get
gonna burn
together,
and feel
they
like
would
dragon
share. They would share some of it, and next thing you know, everybody's singing Earth, Wind, and Fire.
So
Sweet.
you done been to Tennessee when they the
Yeah. Yeah.
and that's just like the little communion glasses that they give you. By the time you done did 10 of them, you were like, oh my
Take
god.
community glasses.
10
I mean,
communion glasses
yeah.
to
The
taste
Lord
of.
ain't
Yeah.
blessed me
Because
yet.
when I
Yeah.
got this, I said, what is this supposed to do? I was like, this is some bull crap. I was like, by the end of the day, I was like, I don't know. Yeah. This
See,
is,
but like that, those are not like my problem. Because you know when you're drinking that, you're like, that's gonna fuck me up. Like
Yeah.
you know, you're like,
I
okay,
didn't.
all right, you're like, I'm cutting this shit off at like 3, like at 3 max, man, 3 max. I want
I
to be able to
didn't.
remember, have fun tonight, don't be feeling crappy.
I
But
took
it's
all
those
10.
fruity drinks that you don't taste the alcohol
I
in.
love it.
And when it's hot and you're sweating, and it's just like, he's like, oh, another one. No, and next thing you know, you're in outer space, and you're like, where, you know,
Where's everybody? Like,
We went to New
All I do
Orleans.
is giggle.
topless with your clothes off, and a lounger.
Like,
by
I'm
the
hot.
pool. I mean,
Me and Malika, we went to New Orleans, and the 2 times we go there, she always get what is it called, a hurricane.
Yeah.
oh, those will.
She get
what about
yeah.
the grenades?
I haven't got a grenade. I just
We-
got the hurricane.
She get the hurricane, and she's fine until we get the car start driving. She's like, I gotta
It
close my
sneaks
eyes,
up
okay?
on you. It sneaks.
I just
had
closed
two.
my eyes, not just watching him drive. I was like, I feel everything.
I had 2. Because the first one, I was like, shh, it was a hot. It was
Yes.
like July. And I was there. And I had one. Stuck that right down. Met some wonderful French, I think, dudes. We're still Facebook friends to this day. But had another one because they're like, yeah, have another one. No, well, I'll have some. Well, apparently, no, it wasn't. They just like took a sip, and I'm over here, shit face. I mean, that got me. That got me big time.
Then it was another drink. It was at what is that? Juicy Crab. I couldn't walk straight. I don't know what.
What drink?
I don't
Some
even,
pretty drink that you seen on?
Probably.
Yeah,
I can't even remember.
I can't think of what it's. What
I
it
was like,
called.
I can't walk straight. I gotta go to the bathroom.
But yeah, so I actually had to hold her hand and walk her, so it just looked like I'm just, walking.
Imagine being
this.
in heels and you done didn't like.
But I have like protocol.
I
Like,
can't do that otherwise.
if I'm doing shots, you know I want to get fucked. Okay?
Yeah.
Like, if we're out and I'm doing shots, you're going to be like, oh, Jennifer wants to get turned up. If I'm doing fruity drinks, I don't want to get turned up, but I want to feel good. You know, like I'm
Yeah.
having a good time, blah, 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 blah. And what was the other one? What's the other? Oh, if I'm doing beer,
Ooh.
it's super hot because I can't drink that many. I don't know how people drink that many. Like, my belly
don't
gets full. Does your belly not fill up? And
I
you're
don't
like,
drink
I can't
beer.
even drink anymore? And then you start peeing every 2 minutes.
No, beer tastes nasty.
It smelled.
Yeah, the smell,
of
the
it.
beer.
No, I mean I can drink some beer. I like beer. It tastes good to me, but I just like I can't. It fills my belly up.
So you drink cider? Hard cider?
No.
Yeah, Mary likes hard cider, which
But I
is
don't
similar
like-
to beer.
I don't
to
like
me.
hoppy beer. Like I like everybody. My dad calls it like piss beer. Like the
With the
wimpy
foam
like
on it.
Michelob Ultras and like Bud Light. Like
Yeah.
the little piss beers. I like those. I think they're good. Some of the I did have a dark one down at Drown Valley, but it was a coconut, and you know how.
Yeah.
And it was a really dark coconut beer, and it was super good. But I don't know. So if we ever go out now, you know my protocol.
Yes.
Does anybody else already have a pre-protocol?
No, because I don't really
I don't
drink that
like
much.
that.
So if y'all were drinking, y'all were turning it up. Good
Yeah.
job.
As
All right.
long
What about you, Chris?
I know I will drink, but a lot of times I have to be cautious of it because I'm always driving.
Yeah.
Now, Miss Malika down there, she will drink as long as she can't taste or smell the alcohol in. As
I'd
long
rather
as
have the sneaky fruity drink than
So, question. You ready?
no.
You know you can get a lot drunker if you ingest it anally and you don't taste the alcohol.
Oh my
yeah,
gosh.
but you can get everything enhanced that way. Like I heard you can.
No, that's how you die.
I heard
not die.
I've heard people pour coffee in their butt.
Why?
Well, that'll
Yeah.
clean it out, I guess. Maybe tighten it up. I don't know.
First of all, you can just drink coffee. It's gonna clean it out.
Starfish.
Right? I got the starfish of an 18-year-old now after that coffee. And
Put some psycho up in there.
that's right.
Folgers. But yeah, I've heard that if you pour it straight into because in my understanding that your butt has a lot of nerve endings and it's spongy and just absorb stuff.
Yeah, that's how people die. Like when they
Yeah,
do the
'cause-
drug running and they put the cocaine up their butt. If one of
your
those
bags
bags
bust.
busts, you're dead instantly. Dead. It goes straight into your bloodstream.
Yeah, and I know when it comes to the alcohol, the reason why you drink it is because it's going through a filtration system
Right.
in your body, which a lot of that stuff, the bad stuff that's in beer, or whatever, you flush out.
Right.
But if you're doing it ass venously, then it's
Venously.
then it's you absorbing everything. So that's when you get like alcohol poisoning and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
But I'm just saying, it's an option for you, Malika.
No, I'm good.
Since you don't want to taste it in the
no.
mouth. So you still have options out there, just letting you know.
wow, what a friend.
I know, right?
Yeah, thanks.
Looking out for you, girl.
Pouring in your bouteille. Oh my goodness. All right. You know what, y'all? We are close enough to that halfway point. So, Miss Malika, you got some.
Some crazy random facts.
All right.
It's now time for your head to explode from the new knowledge with Malika's Random Facts.
So, Alaska is the only U.S. state whose name is typed using one row on the keyboard.
Ooh.
Yes, Queen Elizabeth II was a trained mechanic. She served as a member of the Women's
Yeah, in the war.
Auxiliary Territorial Service during World War II.
Yep.
So, question: chicken or the egg? Which came first?
The chicken.
Yeah.
The chicken came before the egg. Genesis 1:20-22 explains how God created every winged bird and then commanded them to multiply.
What about this? Have y'all heard about this whole thing that dinosaurs used to have feathers?
I could kind of see
Yeah,
that
you
depending
know-
on the
did.
birds.
Yeah, because they say that the dinosaur is more related to the chicken than any other animal out there. Like they used to have feathers.
I mean,
All
and it depending
dinosaurs?
on the dinosaurs, isn't there one that's just like the alligator? Because the alligator, some of those alligators
Yes.
lived back then or whatever.
Yeah,
Like, I can't even fathom that.
I think like the T-Rex.
Can
or
you
the
fathom that?
raptors.
fathom what
That they're like, these like alligators or whatever,
the tortoises and
or
stuff.
like were alive during
The dinosaur age.
like some things in the sea and like that they're like it's extinct and then one washes up. And they're like, oh, yeah, that wasn't extinct. So we've been thinking they're extinct for like 500 years, and
they just died
like
now.
one just came up on shore. Like it's like,
What?
so somebody had to reproduce to make that. Like,
Yes.
From one movie I remember watching, I understand that the water is actually separated because you have a cold area and you have a warm area. So, and a lot of the times, the area where it's warm, that's where you find like a lot of your animals that, like the one fish you probably, everybody probably seen before that has the little light hanging in
That
front
one's
of it.
dark.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like that was a fish that's down in that warmer area. So it's like, and they don't come above into that colder area. They don't break that barrier. So who knows what's down there?
Right.
It's
Trying to
probably
go down there.
Well, I mean, they're putting stuff down there.
City
and
of
some
Atlantis
that,
down
like,
there.
there's some huge squids and stuff that give you nightmares.
Krakens.
Like, I mean,
Krakens.
now they're saying, the aliens live out there. Whatever.
I'm pretty sure the aliens probably live a little bit of everywhere.
So you said Queen Elizabeth was a dinosaur.
Not a dinosaur. Oh no, she was a mechanic.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's what I meant to say.
Do you know what one strand of spaghetti is called?
No, we've had this one. It's the weirdest name.
No,
You
it's not. It's actually a name
No,
that we.
well, I got this wrong.
nurdle?
I got this wrong because there were choices. Well, we've already had this one.
Well, he doesn't even remember. He's the one doing the choices. What's the name of one spaghetti?
Stick.
See, I would call it like a strand, but it's not a
Spaghetti?
strand. It's called like a noodle or
nurdle?
something. It's got a name.
I said nurdle.
That I'm like,
Spaghetti-O.
duh. Spaghetti-O.
Uh-oh.
Because I'm like, duh.
I was like,
But when I think of SpaghettiOs, I think of the canned soup that's actually a circle.
Yeah, that's what I was
They
saying.
ruined it for it.
Yes,
Like, they
they did.
ruined it. They need to sue.
So if they actually tell the kids, hey, we're gonna have SpaghettiOs, and they
You
just
just
give
give 'em
one
one noodle?
one
There you
strand
go.
of noodle. Here you go.
SpaghettiOs.
It ain't even boiled. Just
Yeah.
here you go.
That's not even what a SpaghettiO is.
Yeah, I'd rather have that than
That's
that.
misinformation.
I'd rather have that than that box blue Kraft macaroni and cheese
So you
with the
hamburger
powdered
helper?
sugar.
You mean hamburger helper?
No, remember the Kraft macaroni and cheese that in the little blue box that got the little powdered cheese
Oh,
in it.
that one, yeah.
Yeah, I'm throwing this towards Malika because she bought it one time. I'm like, why would you buy that nasty stuff?
so, do you know what shape is a goat's pupil?
Triangle.
A parallelogram. I don't know.
Isn't it? I think it's rectangle.
It is a rectangle.
Cool.
That's why they look so weird in the eyes. You like look at them, you're like, oh, I don't want to do
I
math.
really had a staring contest. I
No,
gotta
me
go do
neither. I was
this.
like,
I've gone
so-
to petting zoos too. I need to. I've just not been aware of my surroundings.
And then last one, lobster dinner for everyone.
Okay.
During colonial times in America, lobster was so plentiful and therefore so cheap that it was often served to prisoners.
Oh,
Wow, how the times have changed.
Not
So-
happening today.
So we can take something and just make it expensive.
yes.
Duh.
Yeah, I know. What I'm saying is that like.
But
to
it was
my-
plentiful. Are lobsters still plentiful now?
I mean, not as much, but I mean, I feel like they farm raise them a lot now, so I
Yeah.
would say wild, but they have limits too. But I have no idea what the poaching.
the traps and
I
stuff
don't-
out there in the water.
I don't know about
Yeah, I'm just
what
saying.
kind of rate that is in the country and how if people are illegally doing lobsters. I have no idea.
I read somewhere diamonds aren't really valuable.
They've
It
never
just-
been valuable. It's been commercialized to make us think that they're valuable.
Yeah. So
That was on Adam Knows It All.
yeah, to my understanding, also you can actually make your own diamonds.
Yeah,
You
saw
just-
that on
Didn't you see
YouTube.
Superman? Duh. Crush the charcoal.
No, something with peanut butter.
You make it sound like a Kingston charcoal. Just go to the store and press it down, and next thing you know, all done.
Diamond.
Squeezing.
Yeah,
What did you say, babe?
I said something about peanut butter. There's a thing on YouTube how you make your own diamond using peanut butter and something.
What?
Yeah,
That sounds like bullshit.
Peanut
all
butter,
you do is try it.
peanut butter and jelly. Old diamond sandwich. Okay. All right. So Miss Malika, is that all of them?
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much. All right. So we are. Yeah, we're definitely past the halfway point now. All right. So I got one more thing here for you guys, and then we'll go into the game here. So crazy question. Well, it's not really crazy, but I'm gonna ask. All right. So you're dating this guy. All right. Oh my God! Why?
Dang again.
And he's
Alright,
always dating, you know.
Well, because this is the scenario, and it's more y'all here, so I ain't gonna say. So you're dating this guy, and whenever you get together, you two always have a great time. You know, whenever you go on dates, he's always the best dressed man in the room. You know, suit, tie, dress, shoes, the whole nine.
He's gay.
You,
All right, sorry.
he's gay.
The best dressed guy in the room.
Well, I'm just saying, but you know, he wants to
All right,
look
he's
nice
looking
for
good.
you.
I got it.
Good.
Anyway.
So you ask him to do like a couple of meetups, you know, doing something simple like, you know, taking a walk, jog in the park, you know, play tennis, you know, get a smoothie, stuff like that.
Hi.
And he meets up with you every time. But every time you meet up, he's always dressed down. Regardless to
But he was dressing up a minute ago.
Well, when I say dressed, I'm just saying he's dressed up. He's dressed up regardless to what you're doing.
Okay.
You know,
We
taking a
can't
walk.
That's it. I'm like, nah, dude. We going to the park. You dressed in all whatever.
All right, so you ask him, you know, because y'all can go play badminton and he's dressed up.
Okay.
And you ask him, you know, why are you always dressed up no matter what we're doing? But he says this is the way he's comfortable wearing these type of clothes. All right.
I have people like this.
All right, but also you decide to buy him some t-shirts, sweatpants, shorts,
He ain't gonna wear them.
athletic wear, and he refuses to wear them. All right. So my questions are, would you have an issue with that? Number one.
No. As long as you can keep up.
Okay.
You want to wear
You
something.
won't wear your slacks? We're going mudding today, babe. We're going four-wheeling. You wear your three-piece suit. Let's go. I ain't paying that bill, but let's go. Keep up.
What about you, Abe? Now remember, this guy is, y'all have great times and he's always good to you and everything.
I'm not dating you for what you wear.
You don't have no problem with it.
I don't want you to have a problem with me
I'm not
wearing
buying
my
you any
sweatpants.
clothes.
Look, just,
Because your clothes gonna
okay,
be
but
too
look, here's the
expensive.
thing. Don't have a problem because I'm not matching that.
That's it.
Yeah, but okay, yeah, but he has no problem. It's
Okay,
just the fact
then
that
we're cool.
that's what he's comfortable
I don't
wearing.
care if you want to wear a clown suit every day. I don't give a shit. Like, come on, let's go. As long as you can keep up and you can do what you're supposed to be doing.
Now,
let's
what
go.
did you say, babe?
I said I don't have a problem with it. Just I'm not buying you any clothes.
Yeah, well, I mean, okay. So if he's
Get a tie.
all right, so if he dresses like that all the time, would it become embarrassing to you?
Why?
Wow,
He's looking good.
Yeah.
Why is that embarrassing me?
Because you're
He's not looking like a slob all the time.
No.
Now that would be a different situation.
Well, he's
Okay,
not
so
looking
you're
like a
saying like
slob.
we're going hiking and everybody's looking at him because he's in dress slacks and he's in like dress shoes.
Yes.
To go hiking.
Yes.
Okay, we go to the beach. I have a metal detector, literally, probably a big ass sombrero on my head, my tits out, and a sarong on. Like I'm not looking like whatever. Like people are looking at me weird. Like what is you doing? I'm living my life. I don't care. Look, if he's comfortable and he's happy and he's not forcing me to like conform to his like dress up, who gives a shit? Look all you want. Be jealous,
So if
bitches.
so it don't matter if he look like he's going to church all the time. It doesn't matter what you do.
I guess
Shit.
that's a different look. Now for me, if you're talking about being embarrassed, if you're always dressing down and look like
How come
never,
you can say dressing down and I can't?
what are you talking about?
You say I thought he was dressing up, and I mean, well, I guess dress down and dress up can be the same thing, depending on.
No.
Leave me alone. All right, keep it going, baby. I
And he
apologize.
just looks like a slob. Like everywhere we go, he don't do nothing. It's just wrinkly clothes, like just rolled out of bed all the time. I would feel kind of embarrassed.
Hey, that was me in my last marriage, but I was drained.
See,
But that was probably towards the end. It wasn't in the beginning.
No, that was after I got drained.
Yeah.
yeah. See, that's the reason why I didn't do the whole him dressing like a slob everywhere, because that's too easy. I want to know what you guys feel like if he was.
Then that's
always-
different because if he looks good in his clothes, then you're like, okay, you look good in your clothes.
Okay.
But if you look
No.
like a slob,
I have more of a problem like the Justin Bieber, Haley Baldwin thing where it's like she's going to her grand opening. She's in a fabulous, beautiful red mini dress, hair done up, earrings, jewelry, looks to the nines. He comes out, he's in like 3XL sweatpants. He's holding up his crotch. He has like some oversized sweater or something on with like a vest on and like a hat, and he looks like he hadn't showered in 4 days.
Yeah, that part.
And I'm like, this is your wife's big moment, and you know that you are famous, and you are a representation of her, and you were gonna come to this looking like
I
this.
said, you could have stayed home.
No,
Stay home
She
with the
probably had
baby.
my outfit out.
Yeah, and there's
Laid
also
out.
like the thing, like if he wanted to say, "Oh, I don't want to steal her spotlight," then dress in neutrals. Like you know, don't be flashy, don't be sloppy, just dress conservative. It'll be fine. But so yeah, I would have a problem with that than I would with him wanting to dress like he's going to church everywhere.
Well, I know that. I mean, I know the whole looking bad is one thing, but can you look good too much at the wrong time? That's
Some people, that's just how they dress. I know somebody like that just every time you
Oh,
look
yeah.
at them, you're like,
Oh, yeah.
you're always dressed up. No, this is how I dress. I'm dressing down.
So-
I have no makeup, but you still look like you're
Put
dressed up.
together. Put together.
So okay, hold on. So April, what about you? Would it become embarrassing to a certain point? So if you guys went to the gym and both of you guys on the elliptical machine and this guy has
You
on a
see
suit,
Lenny Kravitz working out in leather?
That sounds hot.
that's a little
Hot in so
different.
many
I don't know. If
But
I
like-
see a dude in the 3-piece suit working out in the gym, or like even have his like jacket off and his sleeve rolled up and his tie done and the first 3 buttons, and he's on the elliptical, I might be like, yeah, man.
Yeah, but
Come
see
on.
how? But you see what you said. You pretty much, I don't even know if it's a word. You casualized him. You made him take off his jacket. He rolled
Because
up
he's
his
sweating.
sleeve.
So he going to sweat to death?
Well, no,
Yes.
that was just easier for me to get my hands on. If he wants to have the whole suit and we go through the whole routine of me taking the jacket off, I'm fully there for that. But that just seems like the arm range motion. He's not fully working out his muscles well, because have you ever tried to like really do arm range in a suit jacket? I just don't feel like
I don't
that's...
think I have.
I don't feel like he would have the suit jacket on in the gym if he's really trying to get a good workout.
Yeah.
Well,
if
he
he's
did-
pretending. Then.
Well, let's just say he didn't take it off.
I mean, I don't think he would wear it playing basketball, whatever.
Well, I was just saying, like, you see him over there, bench pressing, but he has on a whole suit. And
To each his own.
That wouldn't feel weird to none of y'all.
it would be like, it
That
would be
would-
weird because it's not the norm.
That
but I'm
would
not
look
gonna be.
uncomfortable to me.
I probably ask him without, like, you sure you good? Like,
Are you hot? You want
Yeah.
to?
But I'm like, I bought you some sweats because I knew you don't buy stuff like this. But I got it in, if you want to change your outfit.
I mean, technically, Superman had to wear that all the time, because how else was he supposed to split his shirt open and become Superman? He couldn't just take off his sweater over his head.
Yeah, but
That
Superman-
never happened.
But Superman was at work whenever that happened, when he was wearing.
Not necessarily.
Where else was he at?
He was
He
at
went
home in his
night-
apartment.
At night and stuff, but he always had like a button up or something on, because he always went to.
Yeah, but a lot of times, but
he
that
never
was during
he never went over the
the.
head.
It's very rare. It's very, very rare that Superman didn't have to come out while he wasn't at work.
I'm just saying.
But it had been times where he was
Yeah.
at his apartment.
Yeah. At
And
night.
he had on the suit.
Yes, he had on his button-up shirt.
Yeah.
Well, he must just got off work.
I'm just
Because he
saying
was
that.
going to cook dinner for Lois Lane or something. It was-
Yeah, I'm
So-
just saying.
Okay, so the last part of this question is, and I think y'all all kind of answered. So, would it be a deal breaker for you?
No.
Nope. As long as my sloppiness is not a deal breaker for you and you're not embarrassed to
Ah.
be seen with me.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like some of y'all BSing, but oh well. Cause I ain't gonna lie. If you wore a Sunday dress everywhere, regardless of what we doing, you wore that everywhere.
It can't be the same dress.
No, but I'm just saying. But you are so dressed up in an environment that you don't need to be dressed up.
It's a girl on TikTok that does that.
Hey, some people do that, feel good about themselves. Now look, the summer.
She dress up in ball
But
gowns and
even,
go to the grocery
you know,
store.
in my classroom, you're just like,
I'm
you never
sorry.
going.
Look,
That's gonna be weird to me.
I'm gonna tell on myself. My summer wardrobe, I have the same like Old Navy summer dress in all like 12 colors, and like I wear a pair of shorts under it. I wear that dress. We done.
Yeah.
Flip flops, ready to go anywhere. Dressy, casual. We going. I'm ready. I got the color. So
Y'all
look, I'm just
wrong.
saying.
I hear what y'all saying. I'm sorry. That's gonna be a little weird to me. If we're on the beach, I'm dressed up like I'm getting ready to go in the water, and you come up here looking like you leading the choir.
Hi. That just sounds.
That's gonna. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to wonder, why are you so dressed up?
Because there's some type of trauma there that they have not addressed. You have to go in there knowing that.
Well,
because they have control over their looks for a reason, and they're needing that control over their looks, and they're not wanting to give up the control.
So if you're dressed up like that, it's more likely related to some kind of trauma.
Of course it is. Nobody wants to be dressed up like that in a seersucker suit all the time, 24/7. That shit ain't comfortable.
Okay, isn't the whole thing is to help somebody get over that trauma?
They have to be willing.
All right, but you have to understand, it could be a confidence boost thing. They could have to do it because they're so insecure. This gives them the confidence boost.
Okay,
like, there's
that.
some deeper rooted meaning.
Okay, I get that, but I just can't grasp the fact that you all will be completely comfortable with it. I can't. I can't.
So when you say
that.
complete, like, am I gonna try to be like, hey baby, I got you these nice silk pants or whatever. Let's sleep in those tonight instead of you wearing whatever, I don't know what a formal sleep outfit is. A onesie. I don't know. So let's try something different. And of course I would try that, but you know, if knowing when you started dating that this is how that person is and you are choosing to be with them, you have to be okay with them never changing that. You cannot change people. They have to change themselves.
Okay, but if a person is always dressed down, don't that limit you to the things that you can and cannot do?
It depends on how. This is dressed down for me. Am I limited? This is not work attire. Like, literally,
Where you going?
I'm showing my outfit. Fleece pants, leggings that I'm not supposed to wear, and a long sleeve top.
Thankfully, we don't get in trouble. Yeah.
Like, this is really not dressed attire. I am dressed down.
Yeah.
But can I go places? Can I go to a restaurant? Can I go
I get that. But what I'm saying is, would you go to a pool party like that?
In the winter, yes.
Yeah, because she's got on fleece pants.
I'm not wearing fleece pants and a turtleneck long sleeve top.
Hold on. So let me ask you. So
in Georgia.
But that's what I'm saying. But this person who I'm talking about dresses like that all the time, regardless of what season.
Just like she said, there's probably some trauma somewhere.
Right. We have kids like that wear hoodies when it is 103 outside, and they will not take it off.
They're going to pass out.
Okay, I understand that. I understand that there's a possibility that there's some trauma there.
No, there is. There's no possibility there's something there.
And because of that being trauma and they're always dressed like that, everybody will be okay with that. No concerns.
I mean, there's concern, but all I can do is say, ask, why, why do you dress like this all the time? And like, well, I feel comfortable. That's all you're going to get.
Like, if we're in a relationship, I'm going to dig deeper. I'm going to find out the root reason of why you do. Like, I'm going to get in your brain and I'm going to figure it out. But that's not my reason to change you. I'm going to make you aware.
I'm not saying you're trying to change him. I'm not trying to say you're trying to change him. But you are going to do what you can to try to get whatever going on.
So that's trying to change them.
Well, no. To try to help resolve that person getting over this whole trauma where they feel like they always have to be.
But I'm not a therapist, so I can only do so much. I can talk and have a discussion, and then I can say, hey, you want to try some therapy?
I mean, I would probably say, look, it doesn't matter to me what you wear and if you're comfortable, but I am going to let you know that this behavior is not the typical for 95% of the world.
Yeah.
Like, we do relax, and you are uptight. I just feel like you have not, relaxed in years.
Okay.
And I want to get to the root reason of why you feel this way.
So, to a degree, that person being like that is uncomfortable for you.
No, not at all.
She's not uncomfortable with it.
Well, I'm just saying, you're not, let me take away uncomfortable. You're not fully accepting of him dressing like that.
No, I am.
She has a question.
No, I am. I'm just making you aware that it's not normal behavior. Mm-hmm. If Malika wanted to wear a helmet everywhere, a red helmet, and everybody, you know, it's just kind of like, Malika, not everybody wears red helmets everywhere. We only wear them when we're riding our bikes. Like, you might want to take it off every once in a while.
So it sounds to me like you're saying that in a way to where you're saying I don't have no problem with it, but you should.
No, I'm saying I don't have a problem with it. I just want to understand why.
Okay.
Why? Why do you want to dress up? Why do you not want to wear sweatpants?
Okay. So you ask the guy. Listen, why do you dress like this all year long? And they say because I'm comfortable with it. Will you leave it alone?
Well, I'm like, in what aspect? Like, it could be, no, because, I mean, it could be a sensory thing. It could be, I only like silk lined linen pants, like, or, you know, dress pants. The other fabric drives me crazy. I itch all the time. And so
And then there's nothing you can do about it.
All right.
That's a sensory
This is
issue.
a part of your behavior. Like, this is cool. Or he could say, well, you know what? When I was 3 years old, my dad used to have me be naked all the time and wear women's clothing and parade in front of him.
That
And then
is
I'm going to
so
go.
going to the left. Of
I'm
this
going to
whole
go.
thing.
This is a bigger issue than what I thought. I thought this was like a control thing. Like, I'm cool with it. He wants to always be on his top game, whatever. You know, that's cool. But now we got something different. Like, I like, that's going to change it for me.
So the question that I had asked, the answer from you is no.
No, it don't bother me. At all.
It has to bother you to a degree for you to go to that extent to understand why this person is dressing like this. It has to bother you some. I mean, you thinking that he's uncomfortable to be always dressed like that. It has to bother you for you to be showing some concern about it.
But it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me at all.
Okay, Miss Jennifer.
I'm just like,
You get me?
I
It doesn't bother me at all.
No.
It sounds like it would bother you.
No, if it bothered me, if I asked the question and if I ask you a question, why do you always wear these dresses like this? These high-end dresses with a vest and all this other stuff, and you tell me because it makes me feel comfortable. If I'm accepting of it, that answer you gave me
Yeah,
is
that's good
enough.
enough.
So I shouldn't have nothing else to say about how you dress. I'm not digging into anything. I'm not trying to find out why.
Okay.
I'm accepting.
But you said dress. Now, if the person if she's wearing a suit every day, a suit, like a woman's suit, I'm talking slacks, dress shirt, blazer, everywhere you go, are you going to have a problem with it?
If I have a problem with it, I'm going to address it. I'm going to address it to a degree. If I don't have a problem with it and she tells me why she dressed that way, if I don't have no problems with it, I'm leaving it alone.
Right, because women will tell you. Now, the reason I'm digging deeper is because men don't.
No, they don't.
Men will
That's why
cover it up. Women will be like, "Oh, I'm wearing this because this dress my great grandmother she designed these or whatever,
Okay.
and so I have them all." Blah, blah, you know, like
Yeah.
she's gonna tell you the whole story, the history. There are gonna be no question.
Okay, so if you're digging deeper, that's pretty much saying that the answer that man gave you, just not satisfying to you.
No, I don't think he realizes the answer.
Oh my goodness.
This is just, it all boils down to men will stop at the first answer. And women we want more detail. It's like when a man say, "Hey, they had the baby," and we're like, "Okay, they had the baby. What time did they have a baby? Is it a girl or a boy?"
It's more detailed.
It's more detailed.
So,
for
but-
It don't
Okay.
change it, but we know more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The baby was still born. It still weighed blah blah blah. It didn't change anything, but we know
No.
more about it.
But the man,
Yeah,
a
you
man
just
is
said,
not going to
"Baby was
ask.
here."
Yeah, baby's here. Like, okay, how much did it weigh? Is the baby okay? Is the mom okay? They need anything? You was like, I don't know. He didn't tell me all that. Well, why you didn't ask? Because men just don't ask this type of question.
Michael and Sarah broke up. Why they break up? I don't know. He just said they broke up. Well, look, that's like saying, "Hey, why you wear suits all the time? It's comfortable."
Oh,
Okay, bye.
like, oh, baby, you wear suits all the time because you
You're like, that
They
shit
just
don't.
want more
no,
detail.
you're like, that answer don't affect me,
But
so
if
I'm good.
But if you tell me that it makes me feel comfortable, and I'm steady questioning you about something,
No, he didn't say that. You said you were gonna let it drop. Didn't
No,
you?
I say if I'm comfortable with the answer that you gave me, if the answer you gave me
Right.
is good enough, I shouldn't have
If the
nothing.
answer doesn't bother you,
I shouldn't have
Then you're
nothing else to
fine.
say. I shouldn't have nothing else to say. I should leave it where it is because.
But the point is that women want more details.
Okay, but if you want, okay, so you want more details as to why this man is always wearing suits.
okay.
Just in
Exactly.
general.
At what point does that become uncomfortable for him?
Let me just say, you say you ask your girl why she wear. Oh, it just makes me comfortable. The real reason she's wearing it is because her first love really liked her in suits, and she wants to run into him because
Okay.
y'all in the same hometown.
But see, you
So
wouldn't know
what
And
that.
that's the real reason, but you ain't gonna know that because she just said, "Oh, I'm comfortable. I like looking like this every day."
Okay, but if there's a deeper rooted reason for that, I get that. I understand it. You digging deeper, but at the same time, you're pretty much still saying that the answer this person gave you is not good enough for you.
You're never gonna get it.
Yeah, you're just in man world.
Yeah, it's like
It's not that
beginning
it's-
of the conversation
Look,
for everything else.
It's not
like,
that the
you're gonna
answer's
pay for
not
everybody. No,
good enough. That's just
I'm
not
talking
the
about
answer.
the-
No, that's not the answer.
When I asked about the whole paying for everybody, I know what would be the smart thing to do, the right thing to do. I'm talking about, is it proper etiquette to do that? That's what I kept
Well, then
asking.
we need to Google what is proper party etiquette.
Oh goodness.
Restaurant-
Well, I tell you what.
restaurant etiquette.
Hold that thought. Let's go ahead and get to the game.
I'm good.
Yeah.
All right.
tomato.
Y'all are something else.
It's just a man thing.
It's not just a man
But
thing.
y'all get it, right?
Yeah.
It don't bother me what he's gonna wear.
All three
Yeah.
of y'all are silly.
All three of us.
Yeah, all three of y'all are
No,
silly.
I feel
Y'all gonna
like
sit up here and act like a man.
Aligned
Yeah, because y'all contradict yourself. Because
I
you
mean, we
say
can throw Miss
that
Ruby
the
on here.
guy,
She agree with
if
us
the
too.
guy is wearing a suit, you don't have no problems with it, but you feel like it's a deep rooted
But
issue.
I want
so
to
we
know,
keep going.
like, that's just getting to know the mate that you're with. Because, you know, you ain't even got to say, well, why you just wear this all the time. You can be in y'all late night pillow talk, and he just goes into this conversation like, man, yeah, I wear all this just because.
But that has to happen.
It doesn't matter.
All right, let's go ahead and get to the game. My goodness. All right, the game today is We're Number One.
Fast questions, fast answers. That's how it is when you're trying to give us your number one.
So y'all know how this works. I give you a question, you try to give me the number one answer. All right. So who wants to go first?
Doesn't matter.
I don't know. You the man, pick one.
Almost says. All right, April. You get game number one.
Okay.
All right, so you got 20 seconds to answer the question. Try to give me number one. Ready? Here we go. Something that can be great.
Me. Something
Man-
that can be great.
Great.
Gray. Oh, I think you said great. Hair.
Why
Man-
you look at me when you say that? I'm sorry.
Stop. Man or woman, something on your body you want longer.
My hair.
Finish this line. Sweet like a honey.
Sweet like a honey bee. I don't know.
Food that can send you straight to the bathroom.
Food. Taco Bells.
Something you may be forced to cram in the closet.
Clothes.
Oh my goodness.
Force a cram in the clothes. A
Yeah.
body? What you gonna say? A body?
I mean, okay, those are your five. All right, so let's go back through it. I asked you something that can be great. You said you.
Yeah, because I thought you said great. Yeah, I can be great.
Hair, you said hair.
The hair.
Hair's number one answer. What y'all think number two is?
Area.
Huh?
Talking about
You know how they're like, it's in the gray area. There's
Oh,
an area
area.
that can be gray.
Well,
No, that's not the
clouds
answer.
is number two. Ash is number three.
Okay.
I said man or woman, something on your body you want longer. You said
Hair.
hair is number one.
Legs.
Legs is number three.
Arms are gonna look weird. Fingers, I don't know.
Fingernails is number
Fingernails.
two. I said finish this line. Sweet like a honey bee, huh?
Honey bee, I guess.
Sting
You ever
like a
had
bee.
you ever had taste of the honey bee before?
Sweet like the honey, sting like the bee.
So what? Okay, honey bee is not up there.
Okay.
So what y'all think number one is?
Sweet like a honey suckle,
No.
Yeah.
Uh,
Comb. Honeycomb.
honeycomb.
No, that's not up
Honey
there.
butter.
Bun
Honey
is
bun.
number 1.
Honey bun.
Pot is number 2.
Okay.
But the pot's not sweet. It doesn't have flavor. It's ceramic.
Well, that's what they said. And baked ham.
Sweet like a honey baked ham.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Dumb. I don't like that one.
All right. I said food that can send you straight to the bathroom. You said
Taco Bell.
Taco Bell.
I like it though.
Chili, hot
Taco
wings.
Bell is not up there.
Chili, hot wings.
None of those.
What are y'all eating?
I don't know what they
Milk is number 1.
You said food.
That's only if you're
Milk is a
lactose
food,
intolerant.
as far as I know. Huh?
It's
That's
a
only
drink.
for lactose intolerant.
I said a
people.
food.
That's
Drink.
a drink.
It's drink that is not like a food.
So I would have said coffee.
Coffee is number 3.
I
That's
mean,
a drink.
Okay, drink that can send you
Beer,
straight to the
beer makes me
bathroom.
pee
I would've
a
said
lot.
drink.
Beer makes me pee. I
Beer.
go to the bathroom.
Beer shit is not up there. Water is number 2. Milk is number 1.
Because
Water
when you
is
say
number
go
2.
to the bathroom a lot, I'm thinking like do number 2, number 3.
That's what I thought.
Right. I
yeah.
thought like we were
What
having
was-
explosive
Yeah.
diarrhea.
Yeah, this is not go pee.
Explosive. Wow.
like
What makes
Olivia
you
was
pee a
having.
lot.
Yeah.
All right, I said something you may be forced to cram in your closet. You said
Clothes and
And then she said dead body.
you looked at me like I was wrong, and I was like, okay, dead body. Like, what do you
no.
want me to
You
cram
said
in a
dead
clo-
body. No. I guess clothes, coats is number 1.
Oh, comforters, blankets, pillows, shoes.
Luggage is number 2.
I'm trying to think what's on my closet.
And to be honest with you, April, you was kind of right. A person
A person.
/ side piece.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
those like cramming. You know,
Just put them in the
I
closet.
mean, which one's worse, that or dead body?
All right, who wants game number 2?
Malika.
Okay. All right, babe, you ready? Here we
Born
go.
ready.
Something that can be down, then goes up.
Stocks.
Something you're supposed to follow, but sometimes you don't.
Map.
Something you can smell on a person that lets you know they're drunk.
Alcohol.
Besides lady, another word said to indicate a woman.
Girl.
In this day and age, something a woman has to have at her wedding.
A bouquet.
Bouquet. All right, that's your 5. I said something that can be down, then goes up. You said
Stocks.
You know what April's thinking.
I wasn't even thinking like that. She said,
stocks is number 3.
Oh man.
Temperature is number 1.
Yeah.
Elevator is number 2.
My patience.
Starts off
So-
good.
Something you're supposed to follow, but sometimes you don't. You said
Map.
The rules.
map is not up there.
rules.
Well, actually, it is. Directions,
Yes.
in a
the
sense,
GPS.
is number 1. Instructions is number 2, and the signs.
Of the time? Yeah.
I felt like all those were rules and I wasn't going to follow.
Something you can smell on a person that lets you know they're drunk. You said
Alcohol.
number 1 answer.
What
What's
can-
the other 2?
Their breath.
You can be a little more specific.
What?
Well, I mean, to be drunk, they blow a certain whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
Piss is number 2.
Don't get that
I
close
don't
with the-
smell people's.
And they, a lot of times they pee on themselves. And vomit is number 3.
So don't know those things. Mm-mm.
Besides lady, another word said to indicate a woman. You said
I said a girl.
a girl is number 2.
You just said woman.
Yeah.
Well, it's not woman.
Besides girl, say another thing to indicate a woman. Woman,
Woman's
Is this a
not
trick
up
question?
there. Kinda.
lady.
Didn't he already say?
Female is number 1,
Yeah.
and broad
Well, that's
is number
old.
3.
This was made by men.
This, in this day and age, something a woman has to have at her wedding, and you said
That said the bouquet.
the bouquet.
A partner.
The groom is number 1.
Doesn't have to be a groom.
No, it really doesn't. So it's
That is just terrible
Why I
to
said
say.
partner.
Well, the
Partner.
groom is number 1. What y'all think number 2 and number 3 is?
The maid of honor.
the ring.
The cake.
Her family is number 2.
But sometimes she don't have a family. I already know somebody.
There's always a stipulation somewhere.
Right.
Her friends are number 3.
I mean, if you can make it.
Yeah.
All right. So that's you. That's yours. All right. So Miss Jennifer, you got game
Oh,
2.
God.
Ready?
Yep.
A pie not made from fruit.
A pie not made from fruit. A
Yeah.
sweet potato.
Something you found under a teenage boy's bed.
Dirty magazines.
Finish this line. I killed a vampire with a bat dipped in.
Garlic.
Nails.
What you doing, baby? something a woman shouldn't do while her man is driving, but will do anyway.
Blowjobs.
In this day and age, something most women won't do on a first date.
Blowjobs.
Have sex. I mean, it's all the same.
Dude,
All right.
I rocked that.
You actually did pretty good. I said a pie not made from a fruit. You said
Sweet potato. But then I
Number one.
thought carrot.
number 1.
Carrot.
Carrot's not up there.
Is it Shepherd's?
Shepherd's number 3.
I've never had it, but I've heard of it.
Meat pie, whatever.
Meat.
I think that's a
Yeah.
shepherd. Ain't that a shepherd's pie to me?
No,
Oh,
that's like a turkey pot pie thingy, like
It's all kind of ground beef, like
with like
potatoes
fluffy
and stuff.
potatoes on top.
Pecan is number 2.
Pecan. Okay.
Pecan, yeah. Something you found under a teenage boy's bed. You said
Dirty magazines.
that's number 3.
Stiff
Nasty
socks.
socks.
Stiff socks.
Shoes,
food.
socks is number 1. Food is number 2. I said, finish this line. I killed a vampire with a bat dipped in.
Garlic.
I said nails.
Nails is not up there. Garlic is number 2.
That's not gonna kill a vampire.
It's supposed to.
Yeah.
That's fiction.
Yeah, but we don't. I don't know real vampires. This is
What
all
y'all
I
think
know
number?
is
What you think number
movies.
1 and number 3?
A bat dipped in
What is that metal they can't touch?
silver.
Silver is number 3.
Holy water.
Holy water is number 1.
Water.
That's so cliche.
Something a woman shouldn't do while her man is driving, but will do anyway. You said a BJ.
Yeah, but probably give directions.
Stimulate him is number 3.
Wait, directions or talk to him.
Backseat driver.
Change the radio station.
None of those up there. Yell at him
Fight.
Number
Gotta be
1.
fighting.
Wow, that's harsh.
and
Why
hit
we
him.
driving? Huh?
Hit
Well, I mean,
him
he's kind of captive. I mean,
is,
Wow.
is
it's
number
not
2.
a like terrible place to do it for a woman's behalf, but you should never. I mean, like maybe just break up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds like it's not working.
Last one. I said in this day and age, something most women won't do on the first date. Hold on one second. What did you say, April?
Have sex.
That is not up there.
BJ,
That is not up there.
go to dinner.
That
A lot
is
of people
not up
are
there.
doing like coffee dates and like crap. They
Netflix and
won't
shit.
do. Oh, hike. I heard don't go hiking because they can push you off and kill you.
That's like.
See?
No. Why would I go
These are-
hiking?
I know, but I'm just saying, like,
Remember
hiking.
now, the question was for women in this day and age.
Yeah, I'm not going hiking.
No.
With a dude on
No.
a first date.
It's a horror movie
Hell
waiting to
no.
happen.
Okay.
Hell no.
All right, y'all.
You seen
Pay.
Deliverance?
Pay is number 1.
Peg?
Pay.
Oh, I was like,
Peg?
what are you getting this on? You gotta really like pronounce.
Pay
Hey. Okay.
is number 1.
Depends on who asked the date. Okay, anyway.
Planet is number 2.
Yeah, I'm over
Drive.
that shit. I'm over that shit.
Drive is number 3.
Yeah.
No, I'll
She will
drive.
drive.
I will drive because I don't want you to know where I live.
Yeah, well, you know.
Oh, I say when
I
I
meet
meet
you
you,
there.
are
Where you
not
want- where
going
you
to see
wanna
my house. That's my safe space. You are not welcome.
Oh my goodness.
Malika,
right.
do you know where I live?
No.
See, she in the inner circle don't even know where I live. See?
All right, so
But I
that
have
could.
connections. I can find out.
She can find out if
What?
she wants. I tell her if she want to know, but I'm just saying. Even Malika don't even know.
And y'all been friends for a good minute.
Yeah. Long time.
Y'all know where I live.
Yep. Ain't nobody here know where I live.
You know what, April? I know where you live, but I still couldn't get to your house.
It's just
It's
a straight
it's,
shot.
It's the easiest
Yeah.
way.
Yeah,
easiest
pretty much,
spot.
yeah.
It's just a straight.
You
keep
make
on
them-
driving.
After
Yeah.
the Walmart, that's the turn I gotta
Yeah.
make somewhere right there.
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
know.
find it. Like I'm gonna
So
find
y'all
it.
know we still going, right?
Yeah,
that's 'cause
I'm
you
having a
still
great
got it
time.
on, sir.
All right. Well, we're gonna
The
go
men
ahead.
don't ask questions. They just like that one answer. I'm good. I ain't gotta go deep in detail. So that's what we learned today.
Dip in the details. Devil's in the details. Isn't that what they say?
Yeah, I believe that's definitely a woman thing. You three anyway. All right. So again, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up this podcast. Make sure you like and subscribe, spread the word about us, help us grow. And like I said, you can also go to that QR code on all of our pages so you can help spread the word by scanning that and sharing that. So with that being said, so I guess we're gonna say bye.
Bye.
Y'all have a good one. You had to do that.
We truly hope you enjoyed this episode from all of us here on Magic Mics. If so, please be so kind as to like and subscribe to our channel to stay up to date on new episodes. Also spread the word about us to help us grow. Sponsorship is also welcome. Until next time, be safe, stay blessed, and be a good human.